now we're going to talk about operators within the Python environment and how we make assignment operators and how we make comparisons, more or less. So just like our, the equal sign is the assignment operator. Actually, it's more than that in R, but it's just the equal sign in Python that makes assignments. It takes the right-hand side and makes that left-hand side refer exactly to that result. In math, of course, this is a claim of equality, and that is different in Python. In Python, the double equal sign is a test for equality. There are other comparison operators, such as greater than or equal, less than or equal, or not equal. And notice this is just a repeat of what we saw in R, so it's really pretty easy to make that transition. Okay, so let's test ourselves. Take a look at this code. Think about what would be the output. Take a moment, pause the video. All right, so remember it's going to be a Boolean output because first we make an assignment and then we make another assignment, of course, but the result of that assignment is a relational operator. So what would be B? Well, is it true or false? It would be true. And so we'd have that output, not the numerical value of A. Have a logical operator, you can take one and apply a not statement, which will produce a true if the original statement is false and a false if the original is true. That's like the exclamation point in R. Or you can have combine two or more Booleans and you get back a Boolean. So you can do a logical test to see, is this true and is this true and is this true and is this true to subset data, for example. Conversely, you could use the or operator to say, if any one of these statements is true, then we subset based upon that criteria. The and will produce true only when all of the operands involved are true, and the or when exactly one is true or more. So we want an expression that evaluates true exactly when at least one of the two conditions is true. So at least one, that's key there. So A and B are equal or 2 when A has a value 5. Which of these expressions does exactly that? Take a moment. Remember, I said at least one is the key expression. So we know C is not correct because that requires both to be true. This is doing an overall expression that is not relevant here. And it's equivalent to A, so B has to be our correct answer here. And notice the use of the or operator. What is the value of the expression at the bottom? Take a moment again and read this little hint here. There's an order of precedence that we need to consider. Not has the highest order of precedence, then the and then or. I like to use parentheses to make this explicit, but we can still evaluate this. Take a moment and do that. This one's complex enough. Let's bring it to class and discuss. I don't want to tell you right now. I think this is a good one we can think through. Perhaps run it and make sure if you see the result, which would be easy to do, that you know why it works and how that is getting evaluated. Precedence is the key thing here, because if you don't pay attention to the rules of precedence, then you're going to get the wrong answer. Okay, so in Python, the percentage sign is the modulus operator. You can sometimes called remainder operator. It's going to return that remainder after carrying out division. There's an important relationship between, of course, integer division and modular. This is a review. Let's say Q is the result of A divided by B, and R is the result of A modulus B. Then this expression is true. A is going to be equal, remember that's our comparison operator for equality, Q times B plus R. So R is our remainder. Q is the number of times that B can be divided into the number A. So let's think through this, make sure we understand this conceptually. Assume that A here is a value, refers to a 3-digit integer. Which of the following evaluates the middle digit of A? Take a moment. Here's a little hint. For example, if A referred to a particular value such as 456, we want an expression with value 5 from down here. Vote on this one tomorrow in class 2. I think this is another one that I want you to try and not just hear the answer on the video. And make sure you bring your answer and your reasoning to class. That's enough about operators, and we'll begin there next time.